Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, glad you're with us. Out is the rookie from Greg's alma mater. That's Andres Borregales to get us started. And off we go from Gillette Stadium. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Look at him move away from the tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
On third down, they'll run with Tracy. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A gain there of 24 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
Third down and short. You decide to hand the ball off. What you're really telling yourself is just pick up enough yards to reset these downs. But in this case, the back had a whole lot more in mind. He saw the crease, and he hit it, and it led to a big gain.
Here comes the jet sweep. And he'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of game.
He takes off, and the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
That's another Giants first down. First and 10.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does, takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
Second and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Up the middle. Here's Singletary. Ooh, and he'll take this one in. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, New York. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead.
Patriots nothing.
So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. On the return, it's Williams. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
There's a lot of people that are really high on this young quarterback, Mike, and for good reason. Got good experience last year, albeit on a bad team. Made 12 starts as a rookie. But now he can come into training camp and come into the season understanding this is my team. I'm the future of this franchise, and if they want to compete within that division, they're going to have to get great quarterback play from Drake May.
And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Here's May to throw it on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 4. From out of the gun, here's May. That one complete to Hollins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Here's May again. Diggs on the reception. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Giants' 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Now the former Buckeye, it's Travion Henderson. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's third down and a few inches. Working out of the gun. It's May. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
That's another
3rd and inches. You see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
Henderson now on 1st and 10, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
separating from the shotgun. It's May. And the Patriots are looking at a first and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
Gain of 12 yards.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Backed up to the 3. It's second and goal. May going to look to throw. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to third and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
He'll try and throw. Here's May. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Patriots.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He's got it. And the Pats come right back to tie it at 7.
The game at 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Eric Gray to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Our game here is part of the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend, a remembrance the NFL created a couple years back. What a great job they did. Because no one deserves to be celebrated more than John Madden on Thanksgiving weekend. Of course, Greg and I, all of us at EA Sports, we hope you had a terrific Thursday and you're setting up to settle in for some great football on this very special American holiday. They'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
From the 33, here's second down and 2. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A big play for the Giants. It's a gain of 34.
A gain of 34 yards. And
big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 9. Slayton is the man in motion. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
They're going to put a man in motion to the right. Out of the shotgun. It's dark. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
And the Giants first down. First down and 10 yards to go.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll look to run with Singletary. Good blocking, and he's in. Devin Singletary. Touchdowns, Giants. That's 2 touchdowns for him now in this first quarter alone. Give him a second touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
Here's Coop for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Giants will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Patriots 7.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Throwing is May. He finds Hollins on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Throwing now is May. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
It's 3rd and 4. To throw is May. Pass caught right side by Henry. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So on fourth down, here's Bryce Berringer to punt. Gunnar Olszewski is deep for the Giants. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Giants offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. The throw is Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On the return is Jones. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
43-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's May. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
3rd and short, and here is May. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal. But nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Tracy. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
2nd down and 8. They send a receiver in motion left. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And it'll bring this to about the 25. Christian Ellis, they're on the stop.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 5. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st down, Giants.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Now it's Tracy looking to run. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On 3rd and 1, it's Dart. This one is intercepted by Carlton Davis. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw now, May. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Cordell Flott. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
carry.
16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
And the Giants first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
That is caught. It's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On second down, Dart. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Here's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. It's Dart. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher, and this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
Here's Jamie Gillen on now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Patriots offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. On 1st and 10, here's May. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 5. May, he's found his receiver, Butte. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Here's Bryce Baringer now as he's on to punt for New England. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Dart. This one is caught by Robinson. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Dart. Out left side, that's Johnson. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Open man is Robinson, and he is out of bounds at the 45. The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
Wan'Dale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. It's second down. Throwing again, Dart. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Dart gonna throw it again. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
Fumble on the play, recovered by the offense.
On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for the Giants. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Patriots offense ready for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Throwing on second down. May. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Working out of the gun. It's May. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. out of shotgun. It's Dart. They'll look underneath here for Tracy. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
The Giants, first down. A gain of 16 yards.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here comes 2nd and 4. Here's Dart. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To the air again goes Dart. He'll step up and run this. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Giants, first down.
Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This one from 39 yards out. Koo's kick is good. And the Giants build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. A couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Patriots offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Handoff, and it's Henderson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
That's good.
Finding yourself down here multiple scores in the second half, the defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
12 more yards.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing now is May. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's May. The pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Henderson. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
On 2nd down, it's May. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up.
It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
To throw is May. Quick throw, taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
His kick is good. And the Patriots are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. Ray going to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Singletary now on 1st and 10. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
In motion, it's Robinson. To the air on 2nd down. Dart. And is caught. It's Robinson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He'll try and get there on the ground.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Giants 1st down.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On 2nd down, Dart. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
To throw is Dart. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Patriots offense ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
the line of scrimmage.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Kayshawn Booty was the one he was looking for.
Incomplete.
And it'll be third down.
Brings up a third down.
I got high
and 10
standards for
yards to
offensive
go.
players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Throwing on third down is made. That's complete to Diggs. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
It's fourth down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field.
At their own 34-yard line.
In motion, it's Robinson. Will show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
A carry here for Tracy. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
Out of the gun, third down. It's Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They try the right side with Henderson. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Good pickup of 16 on that screenplay and a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
On the handoff, Henderson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. First and 10. Throwing is May. Pass caught right side by Henry. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
33-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. Third down coming up.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
For the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. Gray going to return it. Whoa! Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with first and 10. Tracy. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Dart. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of
They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Giants.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super concerned. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. Wide, that's Singletary. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that first down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line.
And defensively, these are the opportunities, Mike, at this stage in the game you just can't miss. It's a close game. Fourth quarter, you find yourself trailing. You've got to be able to come up in that spot and force a stop. Instead, now the offense can drain even more time off the clock with a fresh set of downs.
And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Out of a shotgun, it's Dart. Complete, finds his man Hodges. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach. This defense knows the importance of this drive. They have to keep this game at one possession. That's a great start there on first down.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Dart going to keep this on his own read, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jackson Dart, touchdown, New York. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On is Koo for the point after. His kick is good. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Here's Williams on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's May. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
On 1st and 10, here's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. May to the air once more. To the left side, he's got Henry. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
He'll try to run for it with Henderson. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go. Here's May. He'll look deep here for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. The Giants offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible. Up a couple of scores as they start this drive. 1st and 10. Now, Dart. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Dart. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
That's a gain of 9.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And that is incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
The Giants sending out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit and continue out of bounds. The Patriots offense ready to get back to work. This is 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Sure pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
To throw on 1st down is May. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Now on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's May. That's complete to Henderson. Now the Patriots going to use their 1st timeout to stop it here with 1:07 on the clock.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 6. Throwing now is May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. New England going to take their 2nd timeout. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. Here's May, who outs another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup, though, of 6.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
May to throw again. That's to the left side, taken in by Diggs. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's May again. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
He's out of bounds.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here comes 2nd down. To throw again is May. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Intended for Hunter Henry. Incomplete. Turnover on downs.
In motion, it's Robinson. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 7.
So a road win here for the Giants. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night from Foxborough.